Is this where we're supposed to get off at? I think this is where we're supposed to get off at.
Drive to the Golden District. Holy fuck!
I am so. It is currently raining. Everyone standing here is all wet.
Wow. Oh no, the cake is flat.
Shoot me. Do it. Oh.
Hey, they got cake for you.
Oh, she held a kink in there for you.
I'm soaked now.
She has cake.
With him.
Oh, you know, also Shen's mentioned it over and over again.
I'm gonna go get a towel.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I'm on the ladder.
Ah,
Flurry.
well,
Someone's got cake in there for you when you're done.
hi.
Okay, it's in my fridge.
We're all ghosty.
Larry,
Because I do that sometimes.
Larry, just jump in the mud again. There's still
Okay.
mud.
Stealth. Yeah, they're being stealthy. Very stealthy.
I wanted to sneak up on Husky-san.
Sneaking up on Flurry.
Oh, no.
Flurry? I would never do that to Flurry
I'm sure
John.
he hasn't noticed you.
He's not paying attention right now.
I can tell. That is why.
Who's not paying attention?
Okay.
I'm paying attention.
Good job. Oh, good job. Well done.
I hit the engine.
What? They're getting on your
Huh. Cool. I guess.
Sorry if you think it is an invasion.
Honestly, I mean, Penny can do that, so Penny is all right. I trust you. You seem like you have a head on your shoulders. It isn't deranged.
Yes, but some people don't like it when I mess with their heads.
Oh, you were in my head. Oh, I thought you were just being invisible.
No. Not like most people could tell the difference, but...
Is there like a particular, like, do you want me to be like, oh, I didn't see anyone here and just walk off, or are you okay being seen right now?
No, if I did not want to be seen, I would get up, leave, disappear again. No, I wanted to
Wait,
mess
so you
with
can do that
Husky-san.
to everyone's head at once?
Sort of. The more people there are,
Huh.
the more difficult it becomes. Hello?
So are you like,
Are you like super smart if you have to do brain stuff, or?
No, I never finished school.
No, I mean, I can do brain stuff, and
I'm pretty sure she is much smarter than me.
Okay, they can think and things set on fire. There you go.
What? What?
Actually, wait, can you actually do that? Can you actually set things on fire with your brain?
the comics say that someone
No.
like
No, I know you
Sakoto can.
but can
I've
you?
never tried to, though.
You know, it's a good
Okay, well maybe that's something. Okay, you know
Well,
what?
maybe we don't start with fire if it's like I have to make fire in my brain to make someone on fire. Because then you just set your head on fire, and I don't think that I can attest. Not fun.
It mostly seems to be an enforcing of what I think in some way on what is around me. But I have to be focused.
So in a way, then. Oh. And you'd have to be like more focused for like something scarier, like fire.
I guess. I don't know. I've never tried to make fire.
I don't. The comics offer nothing on this subject.
I'm gonna need a medic on standby for Toronto.
Understood.
I can do punch things and shove things. Lachan, take your stance.
I'm amazed that a pawn can actually stand on that without breaking it. There's a breeze.
I want to be careful about that though.
I can't reach them from here.
Yeah, I know, but the fact that
Well, maybe. He's sort of at the edge.
Oh my Christ.
Why is he?
He's pulling out the fucking laser sword.
Oh, oh! Maybe someone should go and help him? Oh my goodness. How are your legs not broken, Toronto-san? Oh, okay, I think there they go now.
Mr. Short is going to go bankrupt with the amount of cats I go through.
How are you?
chest is still a bit tender, but
Glad to hear it.
apart from that, I'm fine.
If your leg is broken, we should treat it.
It's not broken, it is fine. I'll
Oh, no.
manage. Come on.
Toronto. Yeah, Toronto.
Don't.
Toronto-san, you're going to actually hurt yourself.
He's already hurt himself.
Actually hurt myself.
I mean, more than you have already hurt yourself. You're going to actually break your legs. You're going to have your feet in your stomach.
Yeah.
Toronto, you want to be taller,
That would
not
require
shorter.
a lot
If you keep
more
falling,
force,
you're just going to make
sadly.
yourself shorter.
You know it's a problem with Hamsky's the voice of reason. Well, you've been treated to a very.
It's just a flesh wound.
There's one good thing about Toronto.
Huh?
He never gives up and then eventually slaps.
It's an old video that I watched.
What?
Well, I mean, you heard him. Flurry, dump in the mud again.
I'm fairly certain that nipple's now property of Miss Moon, but still. Yeah, I heard that crack from here.
And he's gonna stand up, isn't he?
Oh no. Why would you do that? Yeah, I know.
Well, like I said on the
Stupid, I know.
cathedral, yeah, okay. You at least have that.
Hopefully he'll be okay. What?
I was about to say, like I said on the cathedral, we tend to kick the shit out of each other for no good reason.
Maybe that is something you should change.
I mean, we think it's a good reason. In reality, we're being idiots.
No comment.
At least the tree above is affording some cover from the rain.
You can go up there if you want.
No, I'm saying it is. Look up. It's so big.
Huh.
And sit over here and it still provides shelter.
To be honest, I have very rarely seen trees that big. And rain that I can trust even rarer.
My throne.
Welcome back to your perch, Skipper.
My perch. Sorry, for me it looked like you guys were just staring at me for a second. I was about to be like, fuck off, I was up here first.
It's time for a war of conquest.
I mean, if I wanted to, I could fly higher than any of you, but... Well, I mean, I've got a jetpack, so...
You need to warm up. You're chittering.
My jacket is in the wash.
Well, yes, because you've decided to just jump everywhere.
Yes, it's my fault. I'm cold.
Yuri-chan,
That's why I brought 2 pairs of clothes whenever we went fishing.
you need to borrow someone's jacket? I know you're not used to the cold.
That's a smart idea.
I have
Charles,
mine,
that is always
if you want to
recommended.
use it.
Well, no, it's
I'll
because
survive in the
But
cold
just
forever.
grab another one from...
throw me in.
I'll just grab another one from Kaiga's bag. He's got plenty and he's not using them, and I can always clean them later.
Alright.
She apologizes. Oh dear. Bless you.
Good thing you took the mask off.
Oh god,
Yeah, I don't want to
remind
sneeze
me.
inside of it. We had a hard enough time cleaning out all the blood
Never
out.
sneezed inside of a gas mask before.
I've sneezed inside of this.
Well, I mean that Well, actually no, because it doesn't reflect, so I can't see the snot in the glass. However, mine got in the respirator, and I had to take that apart.
Well, I mean, there is a gas mask part built into the helmet.
Oh.
I'd like to point out this suit is actually, you know, rated for space.
Oh. What about the neck port? And the gloves?
These aren't fingerless gloves. They just look like it.
Oh, okay.
If these are fingerless gloves, where the fuck are my fingernails?
I like my fingerless gloves.
I am nearly fingerless in my left hand. I mean, 2 out of 5 anyway. Actually, no. That's basic math. That's not nearly fingerless.
And besides, the whole neck seal, I've got it unsealed at the moment, so that way I can just take it off easy.
Hmm.
Because it's a pain in the ass having to fucking pressurize and then depressurize the suit every single time I want to take it off.
I just found it hilarious whenever went to the Feywilds one time, and it's like, oh yeah, like what medals do you have on you?
Yeah,
I look like
I'll be
a
honest, that's
fucking
why
mummy.
I mean, that's why even though I want to help BB, me wearing this would probably be very bad in the Feywilds, because this armor is like pure iron to them.
Yeah, the guide who kept on screaming social distance at me, so.
Yeah, God forbid what he'd actually shout at me then.
It was what it was.
Where has Hamsuki-san gotten up to?
To be honest, I was missing him most of
my time here.
Oh, sneezed with the mask on.
Hello. What? You just weren't saying anything. I was concerned.
I'm fine.
Okay, good.
She's just sitting here, you know?
I just felt bad for not having you included in the conversation. I don't know.
You've done something stupid like wear metal, where metal causes people to burn or something. I don't know.
What?
Forget I asked.
Imagine going to a place where people are really allergic to metals and he's covered in fucking metal.
Also, there's like metal and blood.
Oh no,
so...
my ancestry, my hand is burning.
Does John just have a completely extended hat? It looks like he's fending people off with it.
Because it's
You
John.
should hear what he calls it.
I don't think I want to.
I don't think you do either.
Do a flip? Alright, here we go. Let's hope I don't die.
I'm too patient.
One. Okay.
Don't die, Dom.
I'm sure they'll fuck right.
Fuck that shit. I'm gonna die if I'm not a monkey. I ordered Uber.
Well, I can certainly hear him if you needed to speak to him.
He's just hoping he was okay.
I think he's by the locked door.
Comfy there, Skip?
For that. I probably should have
That's
told you
quick.
first. That's my bad.
Oh, no, comfy?
Yeah. I like it that much.
I'll wait by the train station for the
I know one of the cameras.
Help myself reverse funky with me.
This guy's car got
Mm-hmm.
shot when I was on the damage aspect.
Oh.
No, really.
I'm gonna say, whoever's like doing the paperwork for Galtia's like bounty departments or whatever, they're really quick because I've already been accepted.
I just heard about it.
Yeah, I haven't signed up for that. I think maybe I should get out of the bounty game.
Go ahead.
Yeah, where it's so easy for me.
I think I'm also getting paid better doing pit fights than the bounties ever did for me.
That's just whenever you want to.
And you have me to patch you. Actually, no.
No, yeah, I did. Yeah, I had to stick a tube in your lung.
Maybe take it a little easier next time, please.
Nah. Everyone had fun running.
Oh God.
Charles,
What?
that would rob you.
Yes.
That would rob you. And a lovely experience of shoving a tube down somebody's throat.
I don't want to shove a tube down someone's throat in order to keep their lungs inflated.
I don't know, there's many people probably biting at the bit for that experience.
I mean, I've had a tube shoved down my throat before. It was not fucking nice.
You can't really
I guess I'm required to say that I have.
You aren't, like, required.
I mean, my rib decided to betray me and punctured my own lung, so I kind of needed it.
Right.
Yeah. That nearly happened with me. Looking at Mari's kicks.
Ah, it was a boulder for me.
Oh, yeah.
Massive fucking.
Nothing went in my organs, but at one point I got caught in the back of it by a
Ice thing
grenade.
before. Guess that's kind of similar.
I mean, I guess I could say the same if you count. Bell. I guess you could say the same if I said Bell.
Yeah. I fought like in a winter thing. So, way back when I first came around in this kind of area. Me, Faye, Wisty, and a couple others were out on a... I'd say a job. I guess it's a bit more of a civic duty, considering as our kid.
Yeah, I would say it's a bit
A weird, like, ritual kid. Yeah.
I'm not gonna judge.
I think Penny was coming to sit with you.
I slipped.
Hello.
Don't fall.
Hi. Did you see Tomato get knocked down?
Yes.
Yep.
Is that what you call
That
him?
was funny.
Toronto-san.
Oh shit, Uber Eats time.
Not smart.
Oh, Toronto?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nah, it's
It's Duranto, actually. It's on his ID.
Yeah,
Where
it's
what
actually his
is?
ID.
Hi, Fleur.
Duranto.
Toronto.
Hi.
An odd name.
Yeah, with a D.
Duranto's at the
Oh,
hospital.
he has always
It's
told me
money,
with a
so-
T.
Well, at one point,
I'm
he
gonna be
introduced himself
perfectly
as,
honest,
it's Toronto with a D. So,
Just to
Toronto?
keep it warm.
and it says it on his ID.
More like Dorito?
Yeah.
I was
You can
thinking
call him
Duran
Dorito.
Duran, but
Isn't that like a snack?
It's a chip.
It's a
I think it was a
band.
band.
No, Dorito.
Yeah, it is a band, I'm
Oh,
pretty
no,
sure.
Duran Duran. Dorito
There's
is a
also
snack,
Durian.
yeah,
We could call him Durian.
but he's not a dwarf.
I'm Derek.
No. Durian,
Hey,
like the
Derek.
durian fruit.
Poor Dorito. He
Oh.
broke his legs.
What a shame.
Like a true
cry
chip,
every
he
time.
fucking
His chip.
snapped.
Oh, like a proper bag of Doritos, it was all broken.
And now his bones are like Dorito dust.
He just got
Oh my god, I don't know why my
delicious.
sinuses are suddenly just angry. It's
Such
probably
is
because I put the
life
headset
in
on. It's
Zafira.
like putting pressure on my head.
Everybody pose.
Was that gunshots?
Hey, Skip, did that sound like gunshots to you?
Wait, is that what is that?
Did you hear something like gunshots off that-ish direction?
That.
There it is again.
No, I heard it.
No, I think it was just people hitting each other.
Ah, yeah. It's really
Well,
short
considering
punch.
he's now holding his ribs.
I mean, I would say that due to his color scheme, he'd be the hot and spicy Doritos, but he's really fucking mild.
Nah, he's just the plain old cheese.
Hey, don't disrespect the cheese man like that.
I just
the
eat
ranch
chicken
one's
noodle
good.
soup. I really need to make my diet not just canned soup.
I like the ranch ones. It reminds me of you.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's blue, and it's nice.
was about to make a Ram Ranch joke at me there for a second.
No. Oh, I was screaming up here, but then I heard Ram Ranch. I'm going the other way.
What? Oh,
But
okay.
Hamsey, come
Goodbye.
on. 18 naked cowboy.
What's Ram Ranch?
I'm sorry, what?
You don't want to know about it.
It's a song. If you can
We
call
not.
it that.
We
The
not.
fact that it's got such an awesome guitar beginning, it's just... It follows with that.
8K
No, no.
naked
Can
cowboys
we-
at Ram Ranch.
In the showers at Ram Ranch.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna get another. We're gonna another.
Where's my phone?
Oh, damn it! Didn't even get the pose.
Look, guys, beginning.
Hey, let us pose, Lorelai, jeez.
Oh,
And she was taking a picture of us.
When you don't, you just catch it in a moment.
yeah.
Oh, naturally.
All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Lyrics. Of course, it's trying to recommend clean lyrics.
So how did your deliveries go?
Oh, they were, took a lot
18.
longer because there's more places, but it was fine. I
Alright,
paid
though.
less. That was weird.
18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch.
Yeah.
Big hot. I'm not reading the rest.
Please don't.
I need the money, so
Of course.
that's what I can get, so
Ooh,
it works.
slipping.
Yeah, I'm fine.
That I can understand.
Mhm. There's one weird guy, he kept yelling.
Yeah, Hamsky's
What was he
pretty weird.
yelling?
Do I need to collect him, and then put duct
I wouldn't
tape
be
over you
surprised.
two's mouths?
No, if I really need
I
to
wouldn't be
talk to
surprised
him,
if
I
he's
will
like
just try
his
to get his
grandpa.
attention by poking his brain.
Hamsky!
I forgot you can do that.
No, it's more like it's not quite.
Sakoto
I'm
wants you.
Skisan. Hello?
Yeah?
You doing okay?
What's up?
Feeling better today? Your head?
Yeah? Why? Mostly better?
Well, that is good to hear.
Come
No
join
brain
us.
damage, yes?
Oh, probably.
Oh no, he's already got that.
Well, yes, but he
I
was
just wanted to
shot
kick
on
you off
his
this
head.
building.
I've got a jetpack.
Can you activate it before you fall? I'm joking.
Yes.
I would not.
To be also kind of mean.
I've fallen off a building before without turning it on. That was a very bad day.
Oh.
Oh, he's fancy. He wants a cardboard box.
Wonder what he's up
no,
to.
No.
To be fair, this roof is kind of wet.
Mm.
Well, yeah, but it's
I don't
slanted in
know.
that
I'm
direction.
Although
covered in
the
mud.
cardboard does look kind of wet and soggy. I'm pretty sure he'll just fall through.
I forgot
It's
that.
also
I'm
just
Skisan.
not.
Let me just.
Oh, he fell.
Shall we
You alright?
reorder ourselves a bit?
G'day, boy.
No, no.
That
Aw, he's no longer Slade.
How you doing?
You aren't Slade anymore.
I'm not Slade anymore.
Darn. What a shame.
I'm Skisan.
my face.
Yeah?
You'll be
Hero.
scared.
I wanted to ask you something.
Yep, go on. What's up? Yeah.
The other day,
Here, I'll scoot. You want to join us, boy?
you said that people with power don't respect you. How we change that?
I've been laying down for a bit.
I stabbed him.
We deploy
relax.
thermonuclear weapons.
Yeah, my legs need a
We-
No, absolutely not.
We find some other magic that drains them of all their magic, so we can kick them in the balls once.
Why don't we just kick them in
Did
the
Amon
balls?
ever get to you about
Because they have no balls every time.
Well, then we just stab them, right?
I am a veteran of
Roman
trying to kick
doesn't
people in
have
the
balls.
balls.
Then stop trying to do that.
Yeah.
Or a dick. He's like a.
I have stopped. I'm thinking about stabbing in eardrums now.
More like a.
Is there no
he-man.
other way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, the tree's growing.
I have been talking to people, so yes, there are other ways, but
I guess just be glad he wears a shirt.
I like to think that talking to people helps.
it helps to a certain degree.
And then when it doesn't?
And you walk away.
Okay.
Did Amon break the pipe with his sheer weight?
Nah, I think it's more that
It does look a bit bent.
Yeah, it might be a little dented, but
it was
definitely creaking. I'm pretty sure Duranto favored worse.
And I think I weigh more than Amon.
Well, okay. The reason I was thinking about the pipe fucking breaking was fucking Amon had to do nothing in that fight. Literally just didn't even move.
He tripped him. I mean that.
Yeah.
That's what a curved sword does. Is either gets past defenses or it trips people. It looks unorthodox.
I just know Toronto wouldn't have been able to do anything against it because he could have blocked it. It would have swept him off anyway. He couldn't dodge
I mean, it's
that. You'd have
also
to
a
jump
laser
backwards with a
sword.
broken leg.
It's a compassion.
There is no defending against Amon, who is humongous on a pipe and with one direction, two directions to go.
There is one defense. Two, actually.
Light him on fire.
The pipe falling in
Three,
I
actually.
feel like that's not going to help much.
One, not pissing him off in the first place.
Yeah.
Two, make friends with him and use him against other people.
Sarah's somewhere.
Or three, run away screaming.
know if you know the relationship between Amon and Toronto.
I do not, outside of the fact that he
From
consistently
the
calls
very
him Toronto.
beginning, it's always been a little rough.
What's the ship name?
Maybe Toronto's into
Timon.
Toronto is...
Or Amonto.
He's got a certain personality.
Yeah.
I actually
Seems
like
very
him a
eager
lot.
to prove
Oh, it's
himself.
technically a Munto now.
He is...
Yeah.
And by that, he will throw himself into a brick wall until either he is a puddle or the wall is falling down.
Check his ID. It actually does start with a D.
I've
It's
literally seen him
Toronto.
slap Curry's nipple off, alright? That
I
man
don't know who that
stumbled
is.
in nonsense.
Dororo.
He's so powerful, I don't even want to fucking talk about it.
Amon? Yeah, he would whoop your ass.
So one of many people that we probably shouldn't talk about in terms of power strength.
Well, Curry's a good guy. He's kind of a hero. He's got that hero mentality.
What, the
I've seen him
anime
do some pretty
protagonist guy?
strange things.
Also,
like a literary hero or the people
Curry's
who
checked me out before.
What do you mean by strange? Because we live in Zafira.
He's checked me
they
out.
go and help people.
Or, well, sorry, I don't.
Sometimes the things he does
I
are
don't
not
believe
so
you do.
heroic.
No, I don't. The moment I took the helmet off, he stood up,
Well.
like, stared at me for like 10 seconds.
Well, that depends entirely on your definition, and
Understandable.
probably what we could have talked about to some extent, if you wanted to.
An anti-smudge.
Or if you just wanted to relax, then...
Wow. Still working through it.
Do you have an anti-scratch thing?
Still working...
It's meant to protect against bullets.
Through it, yeah. I'm just guessing.
I mean, I would never say that I would, have the solutions, because otherwise, the first person I'd be using them on, no offense, is myself.
Do what? Drugs? What? Wait, what would you be
No,
using what on?
no.
You'd use drugs on yourself?
No.
Magic?
Jesus Christ.
Amon? You would use
Just
a Amon?
figuring stuff out. Why would I use drugs on a mon?
I don't think you'd fit.
You would use Amon on yourself?
What the fuck are you people talking
I don't
about?
want to use drugs. I've been warned against this.
Me neither. Me
You'll turn
neither.
into a sparkly fucker.
No.
That's how you become a vampire.
No.
It glitters in the
That's how you-
sunlight.
That's
No, I
when
thought
your hair starts,
another
like,
vampire had to
trailing
bite you, and that's how you became a
purple, so being
vampire.
Sparkly and
I think I'm going to get
very,
out of the
very
area.
Depends on the vampire.
I know a
Oh, yeah.
vampire. I know a
Oh,
couple.
careful.
I know a few.
I'm not going to fall.
Someone asked me if
I don't
was
trust myself to not be clumsy enough.
I have no idea how to. Look at my
Grew up on a mountain. I think
There you go.
have at least a decent sense of
More likely
balance.
to be mistaken for a demon just due to the wings and horns.
Someone's asked me that.
I think it
someone
might have
asked me
thought
if
there
I
were
was
bat wings. That might have been why.
Okay, Flurry's there. Okay, we're good.
Someone asked if I was an incubus. I'm not.
Incubus?
Yeah.
These are words. They mean things.
The code is a fucking pain in my ass.
Wow. He was pretty cute.
I'm done. I got nothing. I need to fucking scan my memories to remember all the things that I've ever done with Kaiga, and I can't.
You need to go through your memories?
You still have mud on you?
Possibly.
Oh.
Could you help me find memories? Can you, like, without me thinking about them, look through, like, flip through my memories?
Maybe.
I'm not sneaky.
I'm not entirely sure. I was going to show you something once, but
yeah.
not sure if you would want to see. I can go into my head. I've been in others' heads. Well, actually only one person.
I know.
No,
I-
like, see it.
Remember Jasmine
See the
and
things there.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. I guess that makes two. A slightly different situation. More rushed.
Flurry, they're just running around.
I'm prepared.
I see some sparkles right there.
Oh.
If there is something inside your head
Go get her.
that you're looking for, though, I have seen
You warm, by the way?
pieces of
Oh, I
people's
get your
memories,
nice
that sort of
buttons
thing,
up.
inside their head before.
Ugh.
Things that were important to them.
Don't worry about it. My phone buzzed.
But it is not as simple as me
I'm having
just,
trouble.
you know, looking at you. It's a process. Takes focus and time.
Maybe we could set a day aside and try to look for a date involving Kaiga that would lead to a 4-digit number. Is that possible?
4-digit.
Like a memorable thing.
Wait,
for
are you
me.
still trying to get through that door?
Yes, I need to know.
I shouldn't be. Do you even know it is on the other
I'm
side?
heading off, so,
If it is
have a good time.
anything of importance?
No. It's probably nothing. It's probably a
Goodbye,
bathroom or
Bachon.
something.
Why'd you keep a
guess-
bathroom behind that much security?
Are you sure you should even be in there?
It's Kaiga's. I don't care at this point. I need to know.
Grab me whenever you're ready to go.
I need to help him if he needs help. I need to.
I
There's
am
things
willing to
happening.
help you, but just know that
What if you looked in Kaiga's head?
It's always a trick for people
in
being
Kaika's
sneaky.
head? I
He's
might be able to, but
incapacitated.
we are already treading on dangerous grounds by simply trying to enter someone's private space. You know how much you already warn me against going into people's heads, reading their thoughts, all that.
Yeah.
Doing so without their permission. Are you sure you want me to do that?
Look in my head first, then. Look for memories. Help me look for memories.
I'm sorry.
Have you tried? It's about the code, right?
Hold on. Let me.
Have you tried the day that you met Kaiga?
I'm sorry.
Yes, I've tried 4 or 5 different things.
Okay, fine.
You.
I tried the year that I met him. I tried Kaga's first day working for the.
I'm heading out,
for me.
everybody.
Bye, Carrie.
Are you sure it has something to do with you?
Angry at me.
No, I was trying to think of memorable things with Kaiga. I even went to Flurry and Kaiga.
I don't know where Sunny is,
But I'm the only one working on this right now, I think.
Why do you
Because
Flurry,
no one
you
else
gotta
has
help
a
me. I
solution.
would grab you and shake you, but you're Flurry.
Here, you can grab me and shake me.
There's
I'll stand
also
in
on the
Flurry's
floor.
place.
Flurry, help me!
Thank you.
Jesus.
Maybe we could look into their memories.
What?
Only if they are willing. I am not touching Flurry-chan's head like that.
Do
I
it
don't
now.
want anyone to go to my brain.
No, that's
No.
Not how brains work.
There is a line, and I'm setting it there with Flurry-chan.
I was joking.
No, he knows.
Wait,
He's
what are we
joking.
looking for
He's
in
joking.
each other's brains?
Memories of Kaiga or something, memorable things, so that would lead to a date, maybe.
Have you tried going into Kaiga's head?
Kaiga's?
I have some memories of Kaiga.
Suggested that, but he's unconscious. That has.
What about?
I'm playing the banjo.
I'm sure if we should.
A lot of
Well, I'm
memories
sure
of
if you
Kaiga
explain
playing
to
the
him what's
banjo.
going on in his head, maybe he'll be okay with it.
At some point. Hey, no, you can't me.
Wait, what?
Aren't you ever like to speak with people in their head while they're sleeping? Like we did with Garmunder?
Technically, if he is still conscious,
Oh my god,
we might be able to
I
talk
think
with
he
him,
is.
but otherwise it
I'm gonna go ahead
might
and
be
head
weird.
to the meat rack.
You might just think it is
see
a
what
dream,
people left
or
in
things
his
might
apartment.
change. I'm not sure.
Then we
To
can
be
go.
honest, Fable-san was the one who was mostly helping
you
with
still
that.
want to
I've never
go?
done so on my own.
I hate rucksacks.
I would be willing to try.
You what?
We can set up a day.
Okay.
Maybe prepare.
If you don't mind, I do
don't
need more
know.
practice.
I think Sunny might have left. I'm not sure.
Going into other people's heads, that is. Finding my own space. That is simple. Opening a door into others. That is something I don't have.
Charles, I'm heading to
As
the meat rack
much
to see what people left in his apartment.
confidence in doing.
Okay.
Hello, Blue-chan.
I might try to catch up with you quickly. I just wanted to say something.
What do you need practice on?
Alright. Bye, Flurry. I'll see you later.
Inside your mind, there is a
Bye.
place.
Have you seen him on
It
it?
is
He needs to go
yours.
What? I haven't seen them on.
Probably important to you somehow.
He went to the
Yes,
hospital.
we were here!
I could
You
show
went
you
to the
mind.
hospital? What? Why?
Was
To
thinking
check
about
on some
doing
guy
so
named
some time
Ethan.
ago.
I don't know.
My bad.
Just did not seem like a good time.
So he left her here?
We could try.
I think it's getting a little cold for them.
You hungry?
At some other time, though, my mind's not clear.
To be honest, mine isn't
Put this in the
either.
dryer and warm it up. Then keep them warm.
Alright. I'll
I
put it in the
haven't
jar.
been getting enough sleep lately.
It'll take a few minutes.
I would take her home, but I
Alright.
don't know where Amon lives. That's the problem.
I know
Oros.
outside of the city that he lives in.
Yeah, I know Oros. I don't know
It's
the
a
address.
city.
It's a big city. Jeez.
Oros City, Oros. Capital Oros. Next to Oros. Which is a little district next to Oros.
Good
Okay.
My plan is going to go with Lorelai, see if can find any details of where people from. Come along if you want.
Wait, if you wanted to have that talk at another time, then we can. Sorry if
I mean, I'm
you were.
fine with it. It is more of a I don't know.
Take care, Magpie.
I don't know what to say. I don't entirely know how I feel about it all. He's, weighing
You
heavily
did
on my
everything you
mind.
could, and everyone in your charge came back safe. There's a good start.
I know.
Genuinely, that is a good start. It won't solve all problems.
No. To be
But
honest,
you did everything
I
you
don't
could.
really feel bad about that.
Hey, Tina, was it?
I did what I had to.
What about?
Are you
And others
hungry?
have assured me that I did.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Are you hungry? Like food?
more personal.
Oh, bugs. Oh, okay, bugs.
Did not think I would ever do something
Stick the
like
blankets
that.
down real quick.
I didn't order any. There might be some around here though.
You would ever...
I tried to, but
What? Sorry?
I'll let you know if I find any.
take a person's life, you know?
Valentina, here. Warm blanket.
Maybe not around Valentina.
Oh, you know what? Larry, do you think there's any bugs in the laundry
Don't
room?
want to.
It's kind of dusty.
She's so young.
Probably.
I'll go look for a couple.
We're still in the clinic.
Oh, clinic. Oh, depends on if I'm allowed there.
You know anywhere else is quiet?
No, just don't go in the next room after the clinic. You're fine.
The roof's nice, but I'm not sure if you want to go there.
There's a supply closet.
It's a bit cramped, but if it works.
It's ridiculous enough it might work.
Valentina-chan.
Cheers, Sakoto.
Hello.
Joe.
Hi.
Stay safe, Valentina.
Goodbye. You doing okay? Staying warm?
Yes.
It is good to hear.
Yes.
Is Amun-Ra keeping you good? Safe?
Yes.
Oh, that's good to hear. And you're being good for him? Not being troublesome?
Yes.
Oh no,
Very
I saw
good.
you eat bugs.
Oh, what is wrong with that? She likes the bugs, right?
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, here.
Well, she told you.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay,
Ooh, that was
powerful. Way more. Here you go.
I will concede.
Yeah, I couldn't really find any in the laundry room. It was like spot on.
Oh?
Got all of them in one bite. Jeez.
Yeah. Hungry buddy.
Good. My phone went off.
Oh, it's the Minecraft. It's a block buildy thingy.
Are you calling or are you sending a message? You're very quiet.
Wow, wow, wow.
Ba 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 ba.
Wow, 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 wow.
Ba 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 no.
Wow, wow,
Eh?
wow, wow, wow.
Whose cat is that, by the way? Oh, that's their stray.
I don't know. Oh, it seems to have selected its current friend.
Yeah, they seem to like you a lot more. A little fussy with me.
Possible. Sometimes cats can be
Bless you.
a bit particular about who they do or don't like.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It is quite easy though. If you hold out your hand, you simply make a noise, try to call them. Here, Blue
Oh, it didn't let us sniff my hand.
Yes, yes, okay.
Your phone has a voicemail. There's an audio file from Sierra.
Man. Crazy, we just didn't have these at all.
Highway, your way is my way.
Okay, where did you send it?
Should be a Discord message.
Oh, I think it's demanding attention. Look at it.
I just see a message from Seer.
Okay, hang on. I can load it up real quick.
Try holding your hand out.
Would you play it on speakerphone or just listen to it on the phone?
Probably just listen to it. If I need to play it through speakerphone, I'll say so aloud.
Okay, there's no need to. I will
Yeah,
I'll
it
come
might
by and,
not
and
work out
ping
for
you
me
again
on this one.
when I got it set up.
It's okay. Worth a shot.
It is possible you just make them a bit uneasy. Sometimes it happens. Give it time though, they
Yeah.
will probably get used to you.
Oh yeah. Makes sense though, yeah.
I would expect the cat
They
not
could
to
choose
like
their
me
battles.
because I'm wolf now.
Wait. Ondiko. You gonna send it?
Yeah, I can play it right now.
Oh, if you wanna. Oh, okay. I was gonna listen to it if you were. Okay, that's fine.
It's ready, so just say when you play it.
I'm just gonna hold it up to my ear.
Sakoto, this is Terry. I hope this is you. That I'm reaching on this message. Something. I need your help. Lilith is going to attack House Hollow. This was been our plan this entire time. And I can't, in good conscience, go with it anymore.
Oh my goodness.
I cannot stay here.
Hold on. I'm forced to.
Help. I need to get out
Serotonin
of the
overload.
enclave. And you are the only person I can trust right now. I'm taking a giant risk
Hold on.
trying to contact you.
Smile, I suppose.
If you can do anything, help, whatever, I'm willing to give you the plans and tell you what Enclave is going to attempt to do.
Yeah, that'll.
I just need to get out. Please. You can. Help me. Thank you.
To get back.
Where'd he go anyway?
I don't know.
I wonder where Hamsky went actually, for that matter.
Let me check one spot actually.
I can see much worse. So my phone asks me questions. Not so much to ask.
You would not believe your eyes. You would not believe your eyes. You would not believe your. Oh, hey.
Hi.
What all that song's about?
I have
no idea.
Singing the joke version.
You looking for Hamsky or somebody?
Cold.
I mean, yeah, it's raining outside, so it's a little cold. I ain't looking for ham skin. I'm just stopping by to see what's going on.
It's not cold.
That's fair. Oh yeah, no,
Okay,
it's not
Sizzle
cool.
is here around.
It's actual water.
Real water.
Oh, I see now.
Oh, shit.
I know the smell.
If
like
you
everything
call them
else,
back,
but
there's no
give it a
answer.
minute. I'm sure it'll smell a lot fresher than Laura Zafira.
Sounds good.
It does smell really fresh in this.
Oh my god, my head.
I think I
Sorry.
might have to do something with my garden and tree, maybe.
He's okay. You play a psionic, so that happens a lot.
Oh, brain blast. Didn't realize it was a sneeze all along.
Here, that's it.
I think the others are back in the street there.
I think they went to
I
the
ordered
other street
barbecue,
to look
so
at
they've
something.
probably just been- yeah, they've probably just been relaxing there because they were barbecuing and we all
Make sure
chatted
to
down
stay
there.
out of the rain, though. It's getting
Oh,
cold.
barbecue, I may as well. Well, it's a little rain don't hurt nobody.
You want me
it's
to
just
bring you
water.
some, actually, Flurry? There might be some left over still.
Yes, please.
Alrighty.
Starting to worry if the rain might be getting to you, Sakoto. Ow!
Kind of uses, being shut in his lab. I don't think he likes the rain.
Probably not. You know he can feel now.
Does it mean if the phone says that a number is unknown?
It means that it's not in your contacts.
Oh.
So like you haven't like shared the number with someone?
I did.
Like if I tried to call
And
you
they just
right now,
called
it
me,
would be
but-
an unknown number.
I just tried to call them back, and it did not work.
Maybe they just dialed wrong.
I don't think so. They left a message.
Okay.
What's it say?
Hmm?
It might just be
What does
spam
it say?
calls. Those are things.
No, this was a person I helped little less than a month ago. Asking for aid, but
Oh.
I tried to call them back.
Ooh, there we go. Okay, I got a sampler.
Not
So we ordered
sure what
ribs,
to do.
brisket, and jalapeno sausage, so that one's spicy. Coleslaw, mac and cheese, and
Okay. Are they within the city or are they outside of it?
Outside of the city, far away.
Maybe the food will attract some
Okay, well
bugs.
that might at least do some good then. I mean,
Do you remember? Do you remember the mission I was sent on with Christosan and some others?
yes.
One of the people from that village.
Oh.
Maybe no for stuff we know.
I might have gone back on my own and spoke with a few of them, and tried to help. Some things that were going wrong. I give them a phone number. They have phones, surprisingly.
I hate yawns being contagious. It's
So-
technically daytime.
But they left a message. I did not
It's
even
'cause I
hear
don't
it
usually
ring.
stay up that often anymore.
What did it say?
Asking for help. Probably shouldn't go too far into details, but
Is it good?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. It's definitely like a lot heavier of a food, so.
Well, I mean, worst case, when you get back to the cathedral, you can inform Hybris or Hezekiah Ion, folks in charge of that.
you know these things better. Can I send this to Sensei? Or, Hezekiah? You know how to do that? I'm not very good with this thing.
Voicemail. Mail thingy. Contacts. I don't know your
Oh, okay,
contacts.
Do you have the?
I have him listed under Sensei. That is what he is.
No. Well, no wonder it wasn't underage.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay,
It was
so
much
now it's
simpler
got.
than I thought it would be.
Oh, well, I mean, you did send it without any like message of
What's in it? You just sent
Oh, I
the
should probably
voicemail
tell
over.
him, yes. You're right.
Yeah.
Not very good at this.
Believe it or not, even in the apocalypse, I had to give memos and emails.
Bureaucracy's hell, ain't
Oh
it?
my god. I don't know what that means.
Bureaucracy, email, or memo, or all of them.
Sizzle, she's forwarding the, she's gonna forward the voicemail along to
Already
Hezekiah.
message drunk.
Okay, yeah, she's gonna forward it along with,
guessing that's all
with a
of them.
message that I'll send him, later.
Bureaucracy is basically a
Basically
collection
saying,
of
I
people
received this from one of the people
dedicated to
in,
like one
the Enclave.
task. A memo is basically like
Tell
a
me when I should go.
notification of a thing.
You know, that sort of message.
Of like, hey,
Tell me if and when.
we're gonna come and I don't know,
Look at a toilet, and that's the memo. And then an email, it's just electronic mail.
Oh, I know that one. I don't get
Okay.
emails, though. It is always empty.
That's good.
Yes, I send text messages quite often. And I know how to call people. Or pick up the phone when it starts to ring.
Nice. I wonder how many Amber Alerts we get living down here.
Hey, what?
Well, I don't live down here, but Amber Alerts are like an alert for basically anyone, like kidnappings, or like something along that line. Someone to like look out for. If you see this person, call the authorities.
Does it
Like,
do
it's
things
like
on my phone?
It doesn't like do anything. It vibrates your phone a lot, and it'll play like a dual tone, like a.
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm amazed Zafira even has that system in place.
If it does, I just wonder because I never got any so far.
I
But
have
fingers crossed.
never
I
had
don't
to do
really- I
that
don't
while
live
I
down
was here.
so I guess- I wouldn't be surprised if it were to happen. But, yeah.
Going to have to wait to get a response from Sensei as to what he wants me to do.
Did you want to try going into the dorms to talk, or are you
Sure.
content right now?
Sure.
I mean, might as well try.
Who's that person up on the roof?
Oh.
Oh, that is Penny-san.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's one of the newer residents.
Oh, I see.
We're gonna be in here for a moment, Penny. Yeah, sure. Oh, you getting stuck in the mud?
Sort of. Fixing something.
After you. Wow, this is a lot nicer than I remember it.
Okay.
It's clean. I
It's
think it's
clean and
a lot more than I think
somewhat
most
organized.
people can ask.
Right.
Although-
Although what?
Feels smaller than I recall. Have I gotten taller?
Maybe.
Seems strange. Always been pretty short though. Maybe it is just my imagination. It's just been happening a lot lately.
I don't know. I never really gave thought to my height until it was like you needed to meet X height for entry, and then I did, and they were like, okay, X weight, good. X physical qualification, you're good.
So on and so forth.
I sit on a box.
Well, now I feel bad. Now I feel like I should be sitting on the box.
No, it's okay. It's easier to look at you.
Okay, so
Where did we leave off? Because I think we're pretty much both in agreement that you did the right thing. You're just not used to
Killing people?
taking a life, I suppose.
Not really, no.
Well, I'm not sure how much of a actual traditional military training they do in Aegis, but if it's any comfort, I went through nearly a year of that stuff just on the basic side of things, and I mean they tell you these things of like you're ready to kill, you're ready to fight, and then it's entirely different, and everyone's gonna process it differently. That's just the honest truth, is that everyone's gonna behave a little differently. And it also, from what my grandfather told me, it really depends on how it happens, when it happens, what you're doing, how you feel. For example, he and I were in completely different wars. So our experiences were vastly different when it came to sharing in the same unfortunate story that you're now feeling.
It's strange, and a few others have tried to tell me it is okay, but
Well, I mean,
as I have always
from
seen
my
it,
perspective. Sorry.
it is a bad thing to take a life. No matter if you are a good
I can
person or a
agree.
bad person, it is always wrong. I have always said that as long as you do not feel remorse, it is okay if you have had to kill someone. I understand. Where I come from, it is something that you sometimes have to do to defend yourself. So long as you do not take joy in it, in the taking of a life, it means you're not a horrible person.
Right.
Just one who has had to do something horrible.
And I was about to roughly say that honestly, the way you've evicted your home, it was very idyllic, so frankly, I'm kind of surprised, to be honest, but...
I guess it is partially how fast it happened. It wasn't just killing people. It was like my feet were moving before I knew what to do. I saw them shooting, and I rushed forward. Before I knew it, I was on the first man. I just kept stabbing until I thought he was dead.
Jesus.
It felt wrong.
And I don't.
Brutal. Even Mike-san himself looked at me after I killed one to stop them from hurting him, and he said it himself. I felt wrong.
Well, as bad as that is, that's a good start. Nothing wrong about it.
Excuse me.
In my mind's eye, I never really felt anything bad about my job until pretty much as you said. I've stopped feeling wrong about it. It became a part of what I did.
Sensei said
You know.
that he would not applaud my actions that he would applaud my intent. And I think I understand. I'm familiar with death. When they train you to become Miko, they make certain you understand what it is. Blood, death, loss of life. You have to become familiar with it. To work with spirits, to work with people who are grieving, to understand their pain, to understand the reality of everything. But I think that is part of what hurts.
How so?
Well, there are rules to being a Miko, right? Just like many other things.
You had mentioned them previously.
To be a Miko, you must be pure of mind, body, and spirit. Or soul, I think you would say. And I had concerns before about my body, my mind being pure. But now that I have taken a life, multiple lives, is not so simple. Or maybe it is. My soul is no longer pure.
Well,
I have inflicted death upon others.
I come from, there's the belief that everyone comes into the world impure. And that it was only through deeds and faith that you could find any form of salvation.
This I understand.
And that people would always be tempted.
And this is
always want to do bad.
part of our training. When you become a Miko, you do not start pure. You have to become pure. When you are young, you're a child and your training begins. There is still a chance for you to maintain this. The rules are there so that way you can continue to keep yourself that way. Once you achieve that state.
Okay. I mean, unfortunately, I do have to agree with the body aspect. You did do this. You did it for the right reasons. I think we can also both agree on that. I believe your sensei can agree on that. Unfortunately, it's a good way to word this. So that way I don't discount what you're saying, because I want you to believe that what you're experiencing is legitimate. I mean, it's an unfortunate reality that I've done the exact same thing, and training in time has nullified that sting a bit. That's when I realized I had gone too far, is when I didn't feel joy, I didn't feel anger. It was a function of my task.
You
and
disconnected
so I
yourself
prioritized
from
helping
it.
other people.
You disconnected yourself from it. So long as you felt
I had to.
justified in what you were doing, that you had the right reason, it was okay.
Yes.
I hold that same belief. I felt uncomfortable with myself by the fifth person. The others I felt angry, killing. I did not want to have to kill them, but they were attacking. hurting people. I hurt Belchan. I did not want to let that continue. Could not let that continue.
Did you feel a sort of queasiness, lightheadedness? A sort of heaviness in your arms or limbs in general?
By the fifth one, yes. It was a woman.
There is...
She snuck up behind Mike-san. She had a gun. I knew exactly what she was intending to do, but I did not give her the chance to do it. I drove this dagger through her neck. Maybe it was just the way that Mike-san turned and saw what I had done. The way he said it. Just brutal. Maybe that's why.
Gonna be
I'm
honest,
not
I
sure.
would not put Mike as a wonderful judge of character considering his occupation. It would certainly be the iron pot calling the teapot black.
Perhaps.
Hell, knowing some
But
people,
in
it
the
might have
eyes
been a
of
compliment.
someone who is already a terrible person, does them not calling you a terrible person mean that much more?
Well, it depends on who they were. I hunted slavers who called us hell, demons, ghosts, imperialists. I felt nothing but a slight tinge of happiness proving them right at times. Of course, when it came down to fighting, I had to keep a level head, but then afterwards, seeing the people we'd rescued and the people we'd taken down, it was an accomplishment. So, I think it would depend, because I do not believe Mike is on the level of a slaver in terms of being an awful person, but if you think that an awful person is simply someone who kills, then I'm going to be honest, I'm afraid your metrics might have to change. It might have to be why.
It is
they did
bothersome, but it's not really what bothers me the most. Is like I said before,
Just his reaction.
to be a Miko, you have to be pure of mind, body, and soul. My soul is no longer pure. It is easy to purify the body and the mind, but to purify the soul is much more difficult. You know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, talking to myself.
Well, like I said, there's the adrenaline aspect, and then also from experience with my grandfather, I'm not going to lie, you had one of the rougher goes at that, of this being your first time. My grandfather was a village militiaman. He had a lead pipe. Our group came through and he basically hid in a barn, and when someone rounded the corner, he caught them, pushed them into the wall, and beat them senseless. He didn't even think he'd killed them, just knocked them out. You know, you can't kill someone by punching, right? No. And he said he felt sick afterwards. Kind of like you in a way. Mine was a lot more different. It was at a distance. It was separated it was a blur. I didn't even know what had happened until we were going up the street 20 minutes later and saw that that blur that I saw at 50 meters was a person.
Thank you so much for the raid.
So in a way, if I may be brutally honest, I will definitely applaud your courage for being able to do that, because I know that there would be a part of me that may not have been able to do that when I started, when I did all this. Before it became normalized and I compartmentalized and so on and so forth.
Yeah, that is...
I hope I'm not going too fast at this, by the way.
No, I get... I suppose it is not that I inflicted death upon someone else that has left me so lost. I suppose, if anything, it is that I don't feel like I know what is next. I spent... goodness... almost half of my life? No. Yes, about half of my life training for one thing. And then I had it stolen from me. I had to wait. Constantly told myself that one day I would be able to return to it. To the one thing that I thought would make me happy. The one thing that I felt proud of.
Is it actually the only thing that makes you happy here? Have you been getting along with everyone?
No, it's different. It's like,
Well, it's long-term goals, naturally, but there's
it's like
short
having a
and long-term.
purpose.
I'm going to be perfectly honest. In terms of purposes, I've kind of given up on the concept. I want to help the people here. Want to make sure that they don't do anything too foolish. Even though I'm a fool for sticking with them this long. When, in all honesty, I have better opportunities awaiting, but I care for these people, and I care for the people in Aegis.
I did too,
A lot. But at the same time, this has gone against what you wanted, like you said. And you're worried about where to turn. Lorelei told me today that, honestly, a lot of it is just taking things day by day, even though it was in totally different contexts and with different problems. I don't think that helps. It didn't help me. But for now, until maybe we find that next purpose, we just focus on you being okay with you.
God, I'm probably a terrible therapist.
May I ask you something? Personal.
Go ahead.
When you were young, was there anyone you looked up to? That you said, one day I wish to be like them. I want to help people like them.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. My mother... You're a grown woman, and you're dealing with things. I reckon you can take this admission from me. My mother was a whore, and my father was a raider. My mother was removed from my life, and my father was killed before I was born due to his lifestyle. I lived with my grandfather, who didn't know how to interact with other human beings because he was so emotionally torn up from his conflict. And my grandmother, who, bless her heart, she did her best, but at the end of the day, it was her culture that she was subservient to her husband. I looked up to them from time to time, but at the end of the day, they didn't. It
And
took
someone
them
else,
years
then.
to view me as a part of the household.
Anyone
I
that you
didn't
did look
have
up
many
to.
people to look up to as a kid. I'm sorry, that was a very long. There was a very
Suppose then
roundabout.
maybe that
way
is
of
why we are
saying-
having such difficulty understanding one another. My parents were not like that. When they were young, both of my parents were adventurers. At least that is what they told me, the stories have. They met and eventually settled down in our village. They both were caretakers in a way. Sometimes they would describe it as like being a gardener, but for the world in between. And they would go to places and listen to the people, find out if spirits were causing trouble, and try to find ways for people to get along with them, or remove them if they had to. Becoming a Miko was my way of carrying that on.
Were both of them Miko?
No, but it was the closest thing that I could do in our village. We had a shrine, and there were other people that were able to teach me, other Miko. They took me in. They said they would train me. My parents were both proud of me, and I was proud of myself for trying to dedicate myself to such a cause. But now...
And it is admirable.
After our
And I mean,
village
the
was
idea is still
destroyed,
admirable,
I
even if-
didn't get to do that anymore. And now I don't even know if I can ever be Miko.
And I'm guessing that is the... Yeah, I guess that is the reason.
I thought perhaps
Because I found that motivation to free people after I'd left home. As childish as it sounds, joining the military was just an escape.
I suppose part of me thought that maybe working with Aegis, yes, I would have a home and I could try to figure out a way to make things work. Not have to kill anyone. Violence and fighting, you can cleanse yourself of these things. Your mind does not have to be impure because of it. Meditation and proper... I went over a line that I did not think I would cross. And now that I have crossed it, I don't know where another line exists, or what to do, or what I will become. It was already confusing enough.
It's fine. I wish I could be of more help in this regard, I really do. I think us both being very, well, at least I think recent arrivals only complicates these things.
I ain't interrupting, am I?
Sakoto, are you okay with him being here?
I I have said what I needed. You at least understand, I think. And that is comfort enough, I think.
Like I said, I'm sorry I can't be of more help, truly.
I can tell your heart's in the right place, and I think that that's at least a good start. Even if we don't know where that end from the start is.
Thank you.
Anytime, Sakoto. Stay safe, and I'll keep an eye on any communications for anything else.
Don't blame you. Oh, hello.
Right.
Hello. We're about to head our way out. I don't think anybody else is at the moment. Just us.
Yeah. I don't know how many others are around, so but yeah. Otherwise, you alright?
As well as I think I can be. Thank you. Hello, my croissant.
Actually, wait. Question. You know how there's so you go to the cathedral every so often, right?
I live there.
Okay, so you live there. So all that computation systems up there, are they mining crypto?
I don't know what that is. There is a mine? What is a crypto?
It's the. I think that I don't know. I think we're just having the whole idea of what are they using all of those computers up there for, and it's like I've just defaulted to mining cryptocurrency. So yeah, I think this
You
is
would
my
have
new
to ask
headcanon now.
Everest Butro for that sort of thing. I don't know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
alright. Okay, right.
Know anything about
they're mining Bitcoin in space.
Mining crypto or whatever.
Can't mine in space unless you have an asteroid.
What do you mean? Yeah, no. It's a whole thing. They're mining. It's fine. I'm getting out of here. I've done my damage.
Magpie, do you understand any of this?
Somewhat. To explain the term mining in reference to cryptocurrency, use computer to make big calculation, then someone pay you money for calculation.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds stupid.
It is very stupid.
So they pay you to do math
This
problems?
is why I don't do it.
Is that why they tried to teach me
They
that
pay
at school?
you so they can.
Because I thought it was very strange.
Computer to figure out math.
And they kept telling me, like, oh no, you can't use the calculator.
That's crap.
You won't have a calculator in your pocket. But then I looked at my phone that I got recently, and there is a calculator on it.
It has a calculator.
Pip-Boy has a calculator too.
It is, as you say, not true. does that say?
Is
Lorelai.
Lorelai.
She apparently dug that herself
Wait,
into
is that
a
a-
building. Is it, oh,
Is there a... No, there's a hole here. It goes in deeper.
yeah.
He lives down there, I think.
I think perhaps we should not go in there. As curious as I am right now.
Absolutely.
Maybe next time
we
we're
ask.
laying it around, give us a tour. Then she'd be like, probably. I know.
Still, though, it's stupid. It would not let me use the calculator, because then I could just push the numbers and it would tell me what the number was. I was not very good at math,
Then we're good.
and I never finished school, so. This is why I tell people I am not smart. I did very poorly.
I don't know. We didn't really have an education. I was taught to read, care for animals, fix a pipe, catch a fish, gut a fish. Life's good.
I know how to read, and how to write, and I know how to count.
Oh yeah, I also learned how to write.
Do addition, subtract, that sort of thing, but other things, and they talk about science, no, we did not have that. I was taught how to cook. I know
So
how
it
to
just kind of
cook
happens
good.
in the background.
Yes.
If you are not some kind of big shot scientist type, you don't really need math for much.
Oh.
Just figure out money.
To be fair, coming here to Zafira, working at Aegis, all that, I have had more money than I think I have ever had in my life, and it is very strange. But I guess that is part of being an adult now, so.
I was gonna say you're a fully grown woman taking care of herself. More power to you.
Yes, but when you are going between homes is not so... well... I do not like to think of myself as a grown woman. To be honest, I only turned 20 this year, so...
People started having to do that independent stuff at a very, very varying ages. Some people never start, and others started as soon as they're old enough to walk.
They
I was carrying
taught
my
me
grandpa's
when I was
toolbox
little
before
how
I
to
learned
do
how to read and
certain
write.
things, but we did not have a lot of money. At most, if my mother wanted me to go to one of our neighbors and buy some extra food or trade for bread, that sort of thing, she would give me a few copper and I would go and ask. And that was about it. Working at the shrine, I did not ever receive money. It was not something we did. What we did was for the community, for the people there, and for the people that passed through. Anything that was given was always for the shrine, and for the spirits that lived there.
Okay. And that was
The part about community remind of here, Mirak.
Is why I don't like
Things
taking money
which
from
are
Hamskis.
your profit.
I'm not doing this because I want money. It just pays me well enough, to be honest. I have more money than I think I know what to do with sometimes. I would rather keep it and put it into helping to keep things running and get better food, repair buildings, that sort of thing.
Understandable.
Doing this because I want to help him.
McPainted think a lot of reason Hamsky get angry when people not accept pay.
Hey,
He doesn't like
Artie,
people
this is
giving him
my.
things free. Doesn't like gifts.
This is. It's my fantasy,
When-
okay? Having money.
All the zombie stuff happened. Everyone
I have
went
to
up
play
him
make believe to have
offering
money.
Charity. And he would always go,
Even I
I'm
did
not a
that.
fucking charity case.
I don't want him to
If he
think that
wants
he's a
to-
charity case, but still. I'm not doing this because I want money. I'm doing this because I want to help my friend. Because it is important to me that I do.
Please just say what McPainted assume Husky think. I don't know. McPainted might be
He
wrong.
has told me as
McPainted is
such. He
not
seems to insist. The last time I sort of left that little credit thing sitting around, he shoved it into my hand and told me to keep it. So I'm just going to go find food, buy it, bring it, say, Hamsuki-san, I got food, you want some? It's much easier. He does not have to know.
Problem is, do that enough times and he might catch on.
At the end of the day, I suppose everyone is happy. I get to walk home with the stick thing he wants me to. I go buy food. We both get nice food. Tastes good.
Yeah, and here I am, just living out of an RV eating canned soup. So, maybe you do have the right idea.
Soup good. Very good.
Soup is good, but it's all you eat.
Fair enough. You tried to make bread before? Very easy.
No.
Very simple. Ingredients. And rice.
I grew grapes and oranges. We didn't have wheat.
Ah, fruit. Fruit is good for keeping you healthy, but when I was young, we were taught not to depend on it because it is difficult to get fruit up a mountain.
No, absolutely.
We have vegetables that we would grow in certain places where it was possible, but otherwise you had to rely on things like bread. Lots of the calories,
What
I think
about
you were
millet?
saying. Millet?
There's
Yes,
some people
sometimes.
talking about millet when they lived in the Rockies.
Yes, sometimes. We liked rice though, because it's easy to store, so long as you keep it dry. Which is not always so easy on a mountain, but easier than flour.
Certainly would be doable here.
Excuse me.
This bread is fun. I've done with the Mario unit. You're very good at
Reminds
baking.
me, need to make ampon for Korcham. Maybe that is what I will do. Might help to lift my spirits, perhaps.
Maybe.
What is this?
Oh, is like sweet roll. Made some before. For some people at HS, they like it. Is what my mother taught me to make. You get how do you say? Is a bean, type of bean. You make a paste and you put it inside the bread, and you make the bread. And it tastes very sweet, but not too sweet. You know, it's like it's a nice treat.
Most of what we have is just cattle and the oranges.
Sadly, I
We were
have
very
not made one,
sophisticated.
but I know
Now,
how to
around
make
this
them.
time of year, we did have like a sort of village to get together where everyone actually bothered to cook something that tasted halfway decent, but
Yes, and in the mountains, you eat what you can to stay healthy. Usually before the winter would hit and the pass up to the mountain where our village was, we would tend to spend a lot of time preparing. To be honest, about this time of the year is when we would be beginning to finish gathering for the winter, because the mountain pass would already be becoming not so easy to travel along.
And then you sort of hunker down and wait until warmer months.
For a few months, yes. It's not so bad though.
Pretty
You
logical.
get less visitors to the village, but those who do decide to stay, sometimes they like to stay forever, and then you have new neighbors.
That's nice.
Get a lot
get any
of
new neighbors.
paladins and clerics and other people coming up the mountain to speak with the great Alu and seek wisdom, that sort of thing. You never know. But some decide to stay because you're close, and some just like it there. We take good care of the people who come to our village. Sometimes let them stay in our house.
God. Imagine that. No, that would never happen back home.
Well, when you're up in a mountain, it is sometimes harder to, turn people away because they can't really go anywhere
No,
else. They could probably
grandmother
set
might
up,
try
but
to-
for months, no, that is too much. Thankfully, the people in Suyoi village at the bottom of the mountain would sometimes pay the people who are visiting a bit of extra money to bring things to us.
Okay.
It was a thing that worked. And then those of us on top of the mountain were bringing people to the village, because they would want to travel up the mountain to speak to Alu.
I want to ask, who's Alu?
Oh,
Or what
is
If it's not a who.
Alu is a dragon who lived higher up in the mountain, in his cave. He is like, not a god. Nothing like that. I've had people get confused. Is like a great spirit. Great dragon spirit. It's coming.
Oh. So wait, so the dragon was dead? And they went to go speak to it there?
No, is a very, very, very old dragon who is very, very powerful and wise.
And so he just decided to turn into a, well, no, probably not a ghost. This is where my lack of knowledge just
Spirits,
stumps me.
I find, is very confusing to say to some people because they think spirit means dead. Spirit does not mean dead, it just
ghost.
means entity of a spiritual nature. So, not dead. Like Christo-sama. Christo-sama is a spirit, but she is not dead. She is Kitsune. Kitsune is spirit.
Huh.
It is like how all barrels are containers, but not all containers are barrels.
Yes, all ghosts are spirits, but not all spirits are ghosts. I think people watch too many movies where there are ghosts and they go, oh, spooky spirits, oh no. Which can happen, is what Miko do. We go to places sometimes to help them with their ghost problems. If they have, negative energy, maybe they attracted a yokai that is causing trouble, or in very bad cases, you get unryo and you have to clear them out before they turn into demons and such. Is very, very dangerous. that Alu was a dragon, lives at the top of Mount Shirba, and that is where I lived. That's where I was born. I grew up knowing of the great Alu, and people would pray to Alu for his blessings and for him to protect our villages and bring good fortune upon us. And if we were, good to him, he would be good to us. Is why our village existed. So it was easier for people to go and visit Alu and speak with him.
So it's like some sort of magic-y patron guy.
Yes.
Like a
I think
philanthropist of
some people
sort.
call him patron because they would pledge themselves to the great Alu, and Alu would bless them with magic that they could not cast themselves. Gets many clerics in our village who come through and say, "Oh yes, I pray to Alu every morning, so that way I keep his blessing."
So you pray to something that isn't a god, or they did.
Yes.
Not necessarily you.
The way I had a cleric explain it to me once was that no, he's not like gods. You pray to beings of great power, and you seek their favor. If they like you, and you are someone who is doing good things for them, they will give good things back to you. So the longer you spend in their favor, the more things that they might give to you, the harder you work, the more you do. And in return, they might ask you to do some things from time to time. Like, met a cleric who said he went on a long adventure to go rid an area of some nasty bandits who were hurting a town of people that that someone had been their patron had been sort of watching over. So since the patron is a great powerful person, cannot intervene necessarily without causing trouble, they send the people who follow them to go and
Basically act as intermediaries.
Yes. It's like Sensei. Hezekiah Sensei is pledged to the Archangel Ariel, I think is, yes, he says Ariel.
I've heard of that one.
Ariel-sama, she is a great powerful angel. Not just any angel, but a very important one. He has spent many years in her service, and he is now a powerful paladin. Is capable of great magic, even though I don't think normally he can do quite as many things without her aid. He has taken an oath.
Hearing all this, there might be a bit of a nicety to just being a man with a gun.
Oh, certainly, I'm sure, but also you can't just create a boulder and throw it at someone like Sensei,
And
so.
yeah, and throw it at someone at stupidly high speeds.
Yes. Where I come from, magic is abundant. Ristov is a place of, well, I actually learned of places similar to Zafira when I was young. Is how they explained our lands to me. They said that in Ristov we value magic and, how you put it, a simple life. Although I suppose to you it does not seem so simple.
I was about to say magic.
We
is
keep
never simple.
technology and big cities like this with all the smoke and smog away because when you have cities like this, it causes damage to ley lines, currents of magic that flow through our world, right?
Oh.
Yes.
I mean, this is the first I'm hearing of it, so. Right.
I do not know much about magic, but I do know a little enough to explain this. Ley lines are like rivers. They are rivers for magic or mana that flows through our world. In Ristov, we want to keep those ley lines healthy and strong because it allows for great magic in our society. At least that's how they explain
I
it to
worry
me.
how powerful your magic must be if you keep your ley line clean. If people can do some sort of crazy magic
We have
here when
stories
it's polluted.
of great wizards and such being able to cast spells of wonder and awe. You know? That.
I'm pretty sure I'd just be hiding in a barrel if I was in Ristov. Just.
To be honest.
No! Oh, he summoned a storm again.
No. Most of the wizards and people who are taught magic are taught to be careful with it and to be kind with it.
Instead of leveling a third of the city with it.
Yes, is why I don't like many of the people who practice magic here. No offense to them, many of them I'm pretty sure are quite crazy and don't know how to control themselves.
Thank you for speaking the truth.
You see, in Ristov, when you reach, an age where you are able to understand such things and sort of comprehend and practice magic, they do tests with you. They try to see, can you cast a simple spell? They tried it with me and I did not have the gift. But if you do have the gift, they are very, at least I am told, they are very particular about making sure that you understand the gravity of what you are able to wield. It's like your gun. You should not just wave it around in people's faces. You don't do the same thing with magic in Ristov. Maybe you are a little showy, a little flashy, like, oh, I can do a neat little trick. I can make little sparks come from my fingers or something, But
Like
those who
people
wish to dedicate their
dribble
life to
guns
it.
and do tricks with them.
Yes. In Ristov, we don't have a lot of evil, powerful wizards and things. People who level parts of a city with lightning. We have kind wizards who try to guide their people and try to solve the smaller problems that people have one at a time. And when there is a threat, most people come together to fight it.
As opposed to now, where they seem to be more interested in sticking knives in each other's
Excuse me.
backs.
Pretty much. It's why I don't like Tonsan. No offense to him. He does not know how to control his magic. Has almost hit me multiple times. In Ristov, such behavior would not be acceptable.
The thing is, not know a lot about magic. Try to learn alchemy, but it's confusing. That makes sense. My brother, Evie Unit, is very good at magic. With the way you have described things, make the unit think he is similar to Spirit in a sense. He is ghostly and has a shrine where he practices his alchemy.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know much of alchemy or magic, to be honest. Like I said, I was not born with a gift, which now we know why. I can do other thing, which is much more confusing,
I'm
and
surprised
most
they
people do
wouldn't
not seem to
test
understand it.
For... Oh. What, even the...
To be honest, I
Ristov
never
mages?
did anything until I left my village. I think leaving my village and things that happened, knowing what I know now of what I can do and having a chance to understand myself better, when I get upset or lose control of my emotions, sometimes things can happen. And after leaving Ristov, to say I was a bit emotional would be something you could say.
An understatement.
Yes. I also had trouble adjusting. Had conflicts with step siblings and did not exactly get along well. And one of them, my stepsister at one point, started saying some rather not kind things to me, and I got very upset, and I don't remember everything because I sort of blacked out for a moment. When I finally realized what had happened, our room was a mess. Things had been thrown around. Knowing what I do now, I had probably moved them myself with my mind when I lost control. Is why I try to make certain that I am calm and not freaking out. I can feel things when I start to lose my center, that sense of calm. I get angry and I can feel the power coming to my hands and my fingertips.
Because you said it yourself, it was thinking and manifesting things into reality. Well, if you're not in control, you can think many things. Yeah, that makes sense. Ironically, the first magic thing that makes sense, and it's not even magic. Well, not even normal magic, not hocus pocus and I shoot lightning.
To be honest, I have heard stories of people manifesting magic when they are upset or lose control, is a force of their will. Sorcerers, that sort of thing. People who do not have to be trained in magic to at least do some things. Many sorcerers do eventually become wizards if they decide to become properly trained, but some don't. They have been gifted great magical power.
I've met many of those.
From some place, you know. You hear stories of people who have draconic ancestry, that sort of thing.
Well, I've heard the story now.
Yes, sometimes your blood can carry.
I don't mean to be blunt, but you'd be amazed how little I've heard.
I am saying perhaps heard of because I have heard of them, but you are both obviously not from where I am from, so the stories you have heard is very different, I'm sure. But yes, staying calm is very important for me sometimes. Is why I try to keep the whole mind reading thing under control, because if I don't, I start hearing people's thoughts, and then everyone starts getting upset, and I feel bad because they are upset. I don't exactly mean to, but have to step away from
things. If you can't
things.
control it, then you can't control it. Yeah.
I should be able to control it, but sometimes it's not as easy as it might seem. It's not like your gun where you pull the trigger and it shoots.
There's an exact mechanism and science behind it.
Yes, this is me thinking and suddenly whoosh, happens.
Okay.
All because my stepsister decided to start making fun of me and being kind of cruel.
Given the stories of some people and their siblings, I think I was very lucky to be an only child, as far as I'm aware.
I was an only child, and never really felt too concerned about not having siblings. Was kind of excited at the prospect of possibly having step-siblings at least, and a new family. And then it turned out to be not so fun. My siblings did not understand me, and I did not understand them, because I came from somewhere so different. To them, I was a stranger, an outsider, and someone very unusual.
almost alien in a way. At least
Yes.
that's what I'd be first inclined to think.
Yes.
I had to learn the hard way to let people exist and try to know them first. Because I've already told Magpie,
At one point, I've come across someone who's being attacked and literally ripped apart, and I didn't realize that at the time it was a synth. I'd never seen a synth before.
never heard of a synth before.
I had
can
heard
imagine my
stories
surprise.
before of metal men called Warforged in Rostov before, but had never met one. And then I got here to Zafira, and not long after getting here, I met a synth. Thankfully, they were very kind and very patient with me, and I kind of miss them. I've never seen them again. But they were quiet. And soft.
Designation?
Melody.
I do not know this one. Apologies.
Like I said, I have
I've
never seen them
a host
since.
of friends, yes.
But they were quite nice to talk to. I saw them a few times, but since have never seen them again. Which is rather sad, but such things happen.
Big city, I would imagine.
I simply wish them well and hope for their safety and happiness. They deserve it. They seemed very kind.
I think a lot of us try to be very nice because if not nice, then potentially dangerous for us. Rampant synths get destroyed.
I suppose that goes for many people,
I guess
but
that is
I'm
with
sure
people.
that people can be even more harsh to those that they do not understand.
Amen.
Zafira is a weird place. Half of everyone has the power to throw, like, fucking moons at people or something. And then the other half are
Classic.
just tiny people.
The classic BFOL.
I am a tiny people.
Big.
You're tiny people with an advantage.
It is.
That's when I first got here. To be honest, it has been... Well... When I first got to Aegis, I did not even know I was psionic. I barely had a year to get used to all of this. Unlike all you people with your guns. Crazy.
Well,
Crazy. It is crazy.
Yeah,
You-
no, I've always been
Oh,
around
sure.
guns.
At least, not you. You're okay. You know how to not, point it at people and make them so scared.
oh, you mean not just charge off? Just Sakoto, have you seen where I put my newspaper? I don't have anything in my. Have you seen where I
Oh,
put my
no.
newspaper?
Yes. Yes, to be honest, that was probably the thing that scared me the most coming here. I got here, and within the first couple hours of me and Tawa Sensei
You're
being in a
being-
hotel, Zafira. Getting to Zafira for the first time after being sent away from the monastery. We heard the gunshots, and there were a lot of them. And Tawa Sensei was very calm. He said, "Oh, don't worry about it. Happens here a lot. You need to get used to it." And I said, "Tawa Sensei, that is very scary. I don't quite like it here. Can we go inside? And he said, yes, go ahead. And I hid in our room until the shooting was done. And then some. Because I don't like guns. I know what they
More
do.
than reasonable.
And I don't want to be shot by one. Although I have been shot
More
by
than
one.
reasonable. My apologies.
It wasn't you, so you don't have to apologize, but it was one of those zombie
Well,
things.
just
You
a
remember
general
Charsa when
experience.
we were fighting and trying to get to the dock so we could give him a proper funeral because he asked for it and Hamski-san insisted that we do that? Yes.
I wasn't staff back then.
Yes. So we.
Remember this?
Yes, you know the Orkman. Someone made a pretty
Yeah.
mural of him.
Char, I think. His
Yes,
name was.
Char-san died a bit before I got to the Mitrak and became friends with Hamski-san. But, or no, I think I met him maybe once. Not sure. I'm not sure. He had asked to be, how did Hamski-san given a Viking funeral? He wanted to be burned in a boat at sea.
Cultures be. Cultures be as cultures are. I don't get it. It's
I
perfectly good both.
am used to unusual funeral things, but compared to many things, but the problem was the whole zombie thing was going on. They had the barrier, the bubble, all that. So the docks at
When he
the
wanted to be
waterfront
buried at
had
the
a bunch
docks.
of yes. So there were a bunch of zombie.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. I did the thing there though. I was not sure what happened, but was still very new to using all of the cynics. Could not hold a barrier for too long before it would get weak. And one of the zombies that was flying around like some strange bird shot a bunch of guns, and I tried to stop the bullets from hurting me, but one got through my barrier and hit my side. And I sort of passed out because it hurt a lot, and I was already headache, you know.
The most vivid thing Magpie Unit remembered was fighting off zombies had already said my piece. Then one of the really big ones dropped down.
Yes.
And we...
Big one tried to smash me. Don't know how I stopped it. I think it went through me. Not sure. I think I know what that is though, but I am not entirely sure how to make it happen again. Has happened a few times. Very misty, and suddenly people are okay, I guess. Happened on the mountain with Hamski-san too, I think. He said something about big troll trying to crush us with a tree. Tree went through us. Did not hit us. I am just happy I did not get squished to death by a mountain troll.
Yes, that makes perfect
Or was
sense
it an
to me.
ogre? I am not sure. Probably a
Uh,
troll.
I wasn't there and I wouldn't know the difference.
Was big, very strong, very stupid.
Yeah, we call those super mutants, but I don't believe that was what you were fighting because it probably wasn't
don't
green
know.
and we don't have trees back home.
I don't
At least not
remember what
many.
color it looked like. I know it was very big and kept waving trees around and trying to squish us.
Well, in that case, I'm glad you were working miracles.
To be honest, I don't even know what happened. I closed my eyes. All I know is that Hamski-san later, like several months later, said, "Oh, wait, you didn't know what you did?" Like it tried to squish us and it went through us. Did not hurt. And I said, "What?
That sounds like Gamescape.
I don't know how to do that." And then he says, "It has happened more than once." He just thought I knew what I was
That
doing.
sounds like Gamescape.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Magpie
weird.
Unit.
Things happen. I
whoever see
don't know
this
what it is.
happen can give you recording what looks like from outside perspective.
Maybe.
I am a
Had it
camera.
happen? You remember when Malleus came in and got shot at? Those things?
Traffic was, to put it lightly, fucked that day.
Well, he got shot, but there were some spooky
No, I know he
things
got
that came
shot.
out. Yes, there were spooky race things that came out, tried to attack one of the Whisperers, seemed really bad, did not like it, tried to shove them away. And then at one point, when they tried to attack again, I did a thing, and suddenly there was all sorts of grey mist everywhere, and everything felt all strange. I felt very tired afterwards, but nothing hurt. Did not get hit, so I guess maybe happened again. I have not been able to do it again since.
See, my my wonderful ability in a scenario like that would be running away with my non-existent tail between my legs, because
Yes,
that ain't
you're...
my fight.
Yes, a few people were trying to shoot them with their guns. Yes, did not do anything. I could push them and hit them though.
I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked.
My units did not like that. Did not have my weapons on me at the time, so
Did not like that
was
either.
stuck hiding in the gym.
Yes.
Why do you think I carry my weapons on me all
only
the
thing
time?
I did not like was that at one point, Amun-Ra-San said to start killing the Whisperers, so people started shooting at them, and there was a really, really big one with big muscles and big purple things in his shoulders, like liquid things, not sure what.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, he was kind of scary. They started shooting at him, but I was on the other side, and if it had not been for a pillar that I was able to hide behind, probably would have gotten shot. Not a good day.
That whole scenario was foobar.
So I had to talk with Amun-Ra-San and tell him, maybe we should be more careful with our guns, because I would not like to get shot by people who are friend. Yes?
Or just by anyone. I mean, we can start with friend and go to anyone.
Well, yes, would not like to get shot by anyone, but I also understand that the people who are not nice or think that I am not nice and don't like me might try to shoot at me, like those Maelstrom people. Had one immediately see me and go, ah, and try to shoot at me.
I'm not gonna lie, I believe that they're all psychopaths, so I
have heard they are super
Shooting
psycho.
Right over your head at the start there. Saw one at the staircase just about to point their gun at you.
Yes.
So
I appreciate that, because while I can keep a barrier going, too many trying to stop too much over time hurts my head, and eventually will give way like it did with the zombies who shot where it got through and hit me. And I would like to not die.
The problem with my gun is it has big spread, so hard to be accurate with.
What's a shotgun?
So
Well, certainly doesn't help that unless you're firing slugs, you're putting multiple projectiles through that, so even worse for the barrier.
Yes.
be extra careful when
Don't want to get
friends
shot
are
with
around.
anything, but not that, none of it. But yes, if you see me and I tell you to shoot over me, just do it, okay? Okay.
Listen.
I will try to help make certain you behind me don't get hit, because barrier might help protect me for a bit if we are in a bad situation. Just have to try not to get shot while you are looking over me, because I can't protect your face.
Also have
Yes.
It's
I
hard
don't
to
like the
feel.
guns firing, but to be honest, if it is between you shooting someone before they shoot us, I would rather just have you shoot over me, Isloud. I will get over it.
Until the tinnitus kicks in, and then, like it was back there half the time, it's what?
The what?
Can you say that again? I see what you're doing there, I think.
No, what? You said until the what kicks? What is kicking me?
Tinnitus.
What is that?
Tinnitus.
What
Ringing
is
in your
it?
ears.
Tinnitus? Oh, ringing. Oh, I had that happen when the Atom Smasher guy shoots something, hits near me, big explosion, threw me to the side a bit. Ear was ringing. Felt very hot. Did not like him. Would like him to never show up ever again, and for him to stay away forever.
I'm sure everyone and their dog thinks that.
Went on a job with people from Street Rack and Amon Unit. Along with
I was about to
a
say
few
that's where
others.
y'all had first
And
encountered him, wasn't it?
Saw him there, shot a ball the size of a baseball into Amon's shoulder.
Oh.
Had to hold it closed while he made his way back. Luckily, he is fine now, which is good, but that was
He
scary.
recovers fast. It's only been a few days.
No, this was a while back.
Oh, did not realize you had already had the conflicts with this Smasher man. Who calls himself Smasher? It's such a stupid name. Like, what would you think if someone started calling me Sakoto Smasher? It sounds so stupid.
I wonder why they were smashing someone named Sakoto if I didn't know you. I'm willing to bet it's an alias.
Probably. Like a made up name, like nickname.
I bet his name's like Dick Richardson or something.
The boogeyman.
Oh yes, yeah, Yerrick-san always talks about his Baba Yaga. Not
I
exactly
don't think
sure.
Baba Yaga refers to Adam Smasher.
I don't know, he just always talks about his Baba Yaga, who he says is the boogeyman. So strange.
I think to him, Baba Yaga is his term for the flux.
Oh.
I know.
I don't know anything about the flux. All I know is I really don't like it when I suddenly black out and end up standing outside of a place, looking around like, what? How did I get here? Really bad when it happens at the onset.
Flux saved my ass many times during the zombies. Whenever like one of the big ones, the size of a building, would show up.
Oh. Oh, I guess it is a good thing then.
Yeah. Yeah. I see that and I go, oh, fuck. And then I just wake up and I'd be like, how the hell? Thanks. Then I go in, all right, who's dead? Time to play medic.
It's very nice that the zombies are gone. I miss
I was
being
amazed
able
we
to
actually-
go out scavenging.
Well, I mean, we're in the middle of the industrial district. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think anyone's gonna miss trash here.
To be honest,
They weren't here,
I think
but
I understand now
found
what
scavengers
Tamsuki-san
and
said
scrappers.
about it being perhaps better that there are zombies and a barrier, big bubble around the meat track. Ever since it went down and all of the zombies have been taken care of, it has been only one thing after another with people who aren't just angry creatures trying to eat people or something is people who just want to mess with people that do not deserve it.
I don't know. I'd heard that the only reason that zombie thing was happening is because it was someone's sick amusement. Like there was a person
I
in
don't
charge
know
of all
about
of that.
but eh?
Occasionally, when fighting the bigger hordes, you would hear a
that
voice.
strange voice?
Then it would
I
be
thought it was something in my
like,
head.
You're dumb and small. Go kill them. Yay!
I never heard
Oh.
that. I did not hear that.
To be
I would have
honest,
busted out
all I
laughing and
ever
then been
heard
murdered.
was just hear big scary voice, and I just thought it was in my head, but maybe it wasn't. Was scary though.
Yeah, no. As far as I have been informed,
To be fair,
there was someone
I
at
was
the
a
top
bit
controlling
more.
all of that.
Let's give it you. Yeah. Only ever is nothing. Only was more concerned with the zombies and the big things. Because they're big and want to kill me and squish me, and I'm very small.
Oh yes.
Was
I
not
don't
paying
know, but if I
attention
have
to
a
the
voice
voice
from
much.
the sky screaming at me, talking about ammo or
ammo.
Kill. I don't know.
To be fair.
I mean, no offense. You don't really need ammo.
Ammo is like bullets?
Sky? I don't know.
I have ammo
Yes.
is called me not passing out. Eventually I will run out if I do too much in a day. It's like doing push-ups, right? Eventually your muscles get tired and you go and fall over.
Oh.
I only say push-ups because I hate push-ups.
Brain
They suck.
charge.
Hated running with a rucksack. But then I actually had to do that.
Yeah, I don't like running either.
That was not fun.
It's not comfortable.
Well, no, I was the ammo bearer when I was actually in service. So I was carrying my rifle, my ammo, my sidearm, its ammo. And I'm carrying about 600 to 800 rounds of ammunition on my back.
Okay, that sounds worse. Not going to lie.
Oh no, the worst part was when at one point they had me carry 140 pounds of water. Some lieutenant decided
That is a lot
to
of water.
go messing around. Some lieutenant decided that they think it would be an excellent idea to go, oh yes, I'm a wasteland explorer. I'm going to go out and dig up some berries and feed to my men. And all but one of them got the shits. And so we get a call over radio. This is radio station. We need a medic. Well, radio station, what's wrong? Everyone's on the commode, sir. What? Can you repeat that? So we get
This is
called
why you
in to
make
see
sure
what's going
to
on.
only eat the good things that are not going to make you sick.
What was even funnier is at the end of it, we actually get there after a week one way of walking, and it's just this one dopey looking teenager out there with his rifle. Thank God you're
Oh, I am certain he
sit
was
there.
very happy to see you all, though.
Let's say my back was certainly happy to dump off the damn water. But
Did you all not have
dehydration's a bitch.
a cart and a horse to help poo?
We didn't have horses, and Brahman would be too big of a target.
Oh.
Easy
enough.
tracks.
I suppose.
No, we
makes
were.
sense.
That radio station was not entirely behind enemy controlled territory, but it was right on the border. So they didn't want a caravan going through.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But enough of, boring military stories with Charles.
I think it was kind of fun.
Sadly, it was one of the few fun ones.
McBean usually had an easy time carrying things. It's what this chassis is designed to do.
I don't exactly have
And carry
many
a big load.
military stories. Yeah. Kingdoms of Ristov sort of keep their own forces to themselves, and most try to get along. Only conflicts I usually ever hear
That's
of are
good.
those far to the south, and to be honest, by the time news finally reaches us in the mountains, it's probably already taken care of. Like, for several
hope
months.
so.
News travels slow in Rostov. It is why people not get into wars as often, I think.
Well, that and also the potential is a heck of a lot more dangerous with, if y'all actually united all of your mages, it sounds like there could be some serious damage.
Well, that is the thing. Every kingdom has their own mages, their own schools of magic that they teach people how to control themselves.
So in that case, it's some sort of deterrence plan.
Sort of. Yes, I guess. If everyone is always at risk of destroying each other, you just don't. Because why destroy each
That
other
was a
when you
plan
can just
for us. It
find
didn't
a
work.
way to work things out if you don't have to be enemies, you know? I'm
What
sure
if
it
Rostov is
happens.
accepting citizenship applications?
I don't know. I was going to say though, to be honest, most disputes often get resolved by the Knights of Rostov. You actually know one.
Okay. What?
You know Rochelle-san?
Huh.
She is a Knight of Rostov.
I didn't
Not
figure
exactly
her a
sure
knight.
how. She has never told me the stories of how she became a knight, but people who do good deeds and fight to keep Rostov safe and peaceful, they are often made knights, and sometimes are called upon to help keep the peace once again. He's a great honor.
Surprised that she went from cooking school to knighthood.
To be honest, I don't even know how she ended up in Rostov. Not sure if she is from there. She has never said. All she said was that she visited and did some things and became a knight. Because when I said that I was from Rostov, she said, "Oh, you're from Rostov. I have visited there before and was, I am a knight of Rostov." And I said, "Oh my goodness," because it's like a big deal, sort of. You know?
Oh. Wouldn't really see a need for you to come visit my home, considering it's demonstrably worse than Rostov, but I guess
To be honest,
maybe me being
I have not
ex-military
been
might
back to
carry some weight.
Rostov in 6 years, I think. Almost 7. 6 years, yes. After my village was destroyed, they said, "We have to find her a new home," and there were a lot of people who were not sure what to do, and people who were scared, and I guess orphanages are not so common in Rostov. I don't know. And I had no other family to take me in, so they looked outside of Rostov, and one day they said, "Okay, Sakoto, we are going to travel to the northern gate, and once you are there, you're going to meet a man, and he is going to take you away from Rostov, and he is going to find you a new home." And I was 13 at the time, or was I still 12? I was still young.
Jesus. Fine, granted, it was.
No. It's 14. That is right. It was only 14, so did not exactly get much of a choice. But now I'm here, and it's alright.
Still a pretty sorry state. I mean, granted, didn't have much of a choice in my own relocation, but I was also 0 years old, so it was an easy choice.
Yes, but is why doing things like keeping my traditions and what few things I still have from home is very important to me. They are some of my most precious things. Is important to me, since I have not been able to go back, and I have no other family that I know of, so I am just now going to make do here, I guess. 'Cause I don't know what else to do. 'Cause there is not exactly instructions or things for these.
Like I said, if there were instructions, sadly, I think I'd need the first copy for myself. But you would be like in the top 10.
Hey, you have to
after-
share.
Oh boy! Don't copy my notes. Someone will know.
Primarily because you'll suddenly know more about guns than you were interested in.
I know, I'm making.
We will have a test on this in 15 days. Please make sure to study
Hell.
the notes.
I was always terrible
Never
with
even
tests.
taken.
They would say, "Oh,
Last test I took was
didn't
basic-
you
basic
didn't you
training."
study for the test?" And I would say, "Yes, but I still don't know what your science things are. So confusing."
Or
And they say, "Okay, well,
or
Sakoto,
yes,
you
and I
are
sit down.
old enough that you should already know these things." And I said, "They don't teach me these things in Ristov. My parents never taught me that." And they said, "Okay, well, we have to put you down a grade then." And then they said, "Oh, but you're too old for that because your classmates would be like 8 and you are 15. It'd be too weird." So then when I got to a new home, they said, "Okay, we will try to homeschool you." And I was only there for like a year. So I did not get very far. He's okay. I know how to do enough things to get by. So I tell people I'm not smart. Never say I am smart because I don't know many things.
Well, there's intelligence and then there's wisdom. You know, book smart and street smart, as some people say.
I am neither book smart nor am I street smart. If it had not been for Kigan-san coming to my aid and the other whispers, I probably would be dead. Kaz would have had one of your guns, not you, but a gun.
Just a gun.
Yes, they were threatening me and were going to shoot me. It was a very, very bad night.
Jesus.
Kind of happy to have met Jasmine-san and Art-san and all the other people who were maybe there that night.
To be fair, you now know the danger. So you've become wiser, or something.
It's not that I did not know what a gun was. I knew what guns were. It's a big scary thing that goes boom and shoots at people and makes them dead.
Making it more mean, you now know that is probably a gangster. I shouldn't mess with them.
No, I did not go to them. They came to me. They
Yeah,
were all
they
running
probably
down the
went to-
street,
yeah.
and I just happened to be there, and they pointed a gun in my face, and one of them was holding a big bat, the baseball bat with spiky things coming out of it. And one pointed his gun at me and said, "Hey, you want to die?" I did nothing to him. He just was like, "Oh, I'm going to kill you now."
Yeah, it sounds like raiders.
I guess, it was a scary night, but one I try to remember because it reminds me that not all of them are bad, because the Whisperers did help me by chasing them off, and one of them was even kind enough to help me get back to my hotel, or at least close enough that I could walk the rest of the way myself. But also, you have met Ashura-san? Yes?
Don't think so.
Very tall, blue, white hair, sometimes posts culinary disasters that he makes in the Aegis text chat.
I don't think I've seen any of those messages.
Oh, well, when you meet him, you will know who he is, because he's very big, very tall, like taller than you and me, very big. Lots of muscles, very strong, very fast. He's kind of a silly man, but is very kind when he is not being serious. I had met him before, but that night I found him in an alley, very hurt. And if it had not been for me finding him, I fear he may have died. But also, because I met him there that night and helped him, I ended up getting introduced to a lot of the people at Aegis. So it was a bad night, but also a good night. It's like, things balance each other out, I guess. It was a scary
I think
time.
my introduction to Aegis through Bill was less than flattering.
I suppose it was not exactly flattering. All I know is that apparently I gave my mother's well, I should not say apparently. I gave my mother's scarf that she made for me to Ashura-san so he could bind his arm, because he was bleeding a lot from a hole in his arm. And was able to help him get to a place where, those big ships that we flew in on before? They came in and suddenly it was like, whoosh, he's gone. They came and helped him after I got him to a place where they could retrieve him. And then I think a few weeks later, Hawa Sensei got a call from the monastery. He had tried to get in touch with me because he wanted to give the scarf back, but also I had previously told him I knew of some friends of his who are also at Aegis. You know Rika-san.
Believe so.
She is tiger-looking girl with a tail, very.
Never mind, I do not know them.
About my height, maybe a little taller, or
Seen them at the.
maybe a bit.
Did they turn invisible?
No.
Okay, I've never seen them.
You know Shiro-san then?
The pale one?
Yes, is Oni.
Can also turn invisible?
Horns.
Yes, that one.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, horns, very, very strong, big muscles, right?
Can also turn invisible, which I've kept the count. I'm at
She
16.
does not. She says she does not turn invisible. She is stepping into the veil between our world and the ethereal. Is like where ghosts are. Is the best way I know to explain it to you.
I cannot perceive her as she is invisible. I'm going to leave it at that because nothing of what you said makes sense.
It's like when I go invisible. It's not. I am still there. I can still see me. I'm not see-through. But I am telling your mind, hey, don't see me. Shh.
That you're not there. Okay.
I am not here. It's like in that one movie where he's. These are not the droids you are looking for.
I haven't seen any movies.
Oh. Well, you should. It's fun. I watch movies with
I
Mandy
imagine
Chan
they're fun.
sometimes. And Belchan.
We need to film the documentary Hemsky had us watch.
Oh, no, sorry. I've seen one movie. I've seen that movie.
I sort of fell asleep.
I was
at the
told
very end.
later
I
that
don't
it
know
wasn't
how it ended.
actually a documentary.
But,
I'm gonna be honest, especially considering it apparently wasn't actually a documentary. I forgot.
I know. It wasn't a
Something
documentary.
got the girl out of the tower. No, when the tower was a city, and then it blew up, and then they're back, and then they get in the van. I don't know.
Anyways, Shiro-san and Rika-san, they both they were both at the same monastery that I was before coming to Zafira, with Hasegawa sensei. He has a monastery that he runs somewhere to the north of Zafira. That is all I know. Yes. They were several months before I was sent away. They were both sent here to Zafira because, how did Hasegawa sensei put it? She has learned all that we are able to teach her here at our monastery, and thus we would like her to go out into the world to gain more knowledge so she can become even wiser, and perhaps one day return and share her knowledge with us. She was one of Hasegawa sensei's favorite students. She was there for a long time, as far as I am aware. She told me once that she only recalls ever really being there, so I'm fairly certain she was brought there when she was very young. Sensei would bring in a lot of children in needs of home and would teach us things, and
This being the one at the shrine and not Hezekiah.
Monastery, yes. Hasegawa sensei
Monastery,
is
sorry.
the head monk, I think you would say. He's the leader of that monastery. He's the big guy in charge, yes.
Okay.
A very kind man who would take in a lot of children in need of a home. And we would live there and be trained there in ways to find peace and try to become disciplined and such.
Okay.
But yes, they tried to get in touch with Hasegawa sensei because I had told Ashura-san that I came from that same monastery because he had mentioned their names, and I said, oh, so these people, I have heard of them, I do not know them well, but Hasegawa sensei and the other monks told them that I was in a very similar situation to Rika-chan and Shiro-san, in need of a new home. So they got in touch with Tawa sensei, who I was staying with here in Zafira, and he said, okay, Sakoto-chan, you're going to go to a place with some very kind people. They're going to talk to you a bit, and if you like it there, you can stay there, and they will give you a home. Yes.
And then the rest is history.
And now I am here, and I have learned that I have weird brain things I can do, and I'm trying to help other people, and a bunch of other things have happened that are some good, some bad. Is life, I guess.
Well, that's life, sadly, yeah.
just occurred to Magpie Unit that we have been talking for nearly 2 hours.
It's a good conversation.
Yeah, I just didn't realize it'd been that long.
Sometimes the best cure for a weary spirit is good company. I feel better.
I didn't
to
realize
be
that was
honest.
good company.
You are a kind
That's
man.
good to hear, though.
Patient. And willing to listen and learn. Sing with Magpie-san. Very smart. Very fun to talk to.
I know about the spirit thing. I do not have a soul. I am empty.
Spirit, not literal spirit, but I see what you mean. I
Good
don't know
friend.
anything about souls,
Magpie Unit.
or if you have one,
Magpie Unit
but
understand is
you are.
we're making analogy?
Sometimes people say spirit, not like soul, but like, if someone is in good spirits, they are happy, they are uplifted. Yes.
Listen. Apology, Magpie Unit.
Yes.
bad at
To be
words,
fair,
so
I
get
have also heard
confused
people
sometimes.
use spirits to describe certain alcohol, so people have
Oh,
many
yeah.
meanings for the same word. Is very stupid. Common is very hard to understand sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Wait. You don't speak Common originally? Or English? It's English.
Yes, but I've learned that the way we speak it on the mountain in northern Ristov is not quite the same as everyone else. There are certain words I use, like Miko. We use the word Miko to describe a shrine maiden or a priestess.
I don't even think I...
We use
Not really.
words to describe our relations to others, that sort of thing. Like,
Oh, is that what
I
all
call
the
you
San and...
Some, but
Sensei
yes.
and
Is when you're talking to someone, if I just say, "Oh, I was talking to Rika the other day," you would not know that Rika is not someone who is a close friend of mine, but is someone I respect because I call her Rika-san or Hezekiah.
Well, if anything...
I call him Sensei because he is my teacher. So, when I tell you I was talking to Hezekiah Sensei the other day, you can very easily know, this is Sakoto's teacher, this is someone she probably spends a lot of time around, that sort of thing.
Interesting.
There is Sama,
So your language
Sensei.
establishes relationships.
Yes, because it's important.
Understand this very well. This is like how I talk when refer to other person and signifier of relationship to end.
Yes.
I call friend unit because we're friend.
Yes, it's very similar.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
why
I guess
I
that is
don't
pretty
mind.
similar.
It's very similar to how I talk. I just don't call people friend unit. I refer to them with possibly male or female words for certain relations. Like, if we were of a similar age and we were perhaps close friends, I might call you Charles-kun. Or sometimes,
believe anyone's-
because I am friendly with Magpie, I call them Magpie-chan. Because
So at least I know what that
Magpie
is, 'cause-
is a girl. Not like me, but like Synth.
Preferred
That is okay.
identity.
Yes. You are like to be called girl. Yes.
Female pronouns. Yes.
Yes.
A lot of people confuse me for boy because of how my chassis is shaped. It's unfortunate.
I can understand
what
where
can I
it
do?
could be a problem. I I am unfortunately not quite that way. I wear my hair long and wear comfortable and cute things and look girly, I guess.
If
I have a beard.
McBeanie get a new chassis at any point, we'll probably get maybe something a bit more feminine. I don't know. Hopefully I
You
can
know what
keep
you
this
should
sassy,
do
though.
one day to confuse people?
You should come in as the cat person synth that Skipper came in one day.
Well, I
remember
can
this.
switch chassis. Switching chassis is generally very uncomfortable. It's like moving into a new
Well,
house.
I guess it's like switching
To
vibes.
learn where everything
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I could see where that's a problem. Honestly, I'd never even thought about that. Then again, I imagine it'd be very difficult for me to just plop my head off, put it on someone else, and not be like, what the? I'm a different height?
I don't think you can do that.
Actually, not my.
Although,
I'm pretty sure I
to be
can.
honest, yes, it's very disorienting because I told you, you look through someone else's eyes
you were
is
talking about
very
sharing
different.
senses. Yes.
Yes. Sensei likes to make me practice this. He has me look through his eyes and then he holds up cards. And then he will pick one out and say, Sakoto, what card am I holding? And I tell him, oh, it is the 4 of the clubs. Yes. He says, good. Now,
Or
what is this one?
clubs. Oh god.
Yes, I have had to learn all the card names because I did not know them, and then he was very confused. He's like, "How do you not know what this is?" And I say, "I don't know what." He says a 4, but don't know what the little marks are. And he says, "Oh, that is a club, Sakoto. Do you not know how to play with playing cards like these?" And I say, "No, not at all."
There are a lot of different kinds of playing cards.
Yes.
They get confusing.
Yes.
No, one kind of playing card called Tarot has a bunch of little pictures on it. People somehow use this to tell future. I know.
Oh?
I do not know how it works.
I do not know how that works either. I don't know what that is.
I'd say sounds like magic mumbo jump, but then I remember where I live. Well, I don't live here. I actually live in Oris, which would be worse because they work off magic. Huh.
I do not like fortune tellers very much. I like to make my own fate. Rather than have someone be like, greetings, your fate is predestined. You are going to trip and fall on your face at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd rather just trip and fall on my face, make a night-by-unit decision. And be proud of
I
that.
have heard of stories of such people, but I don't know anything about all of that. Or how it works. Is magic, but not magic I understand.
Numerous beliefs on things like that. I imagine if I actually cared to learn about them, I could probably give another 2-hour conversation on that.
Speaking of which, should perhaps begin to head back to the cathedral. Only came because I felt like getting out. I've not been sleeping so well, so. But perhaps a bit of fresh air and saying hello to everyone.
This is actually fresher than most. It's like actual rain. There's plants.
I took my mask off earlier and it smelled like wet dogs. Or maybe that was just my hair. I'm not sure. It's all wet now.
I think that was.
They are like a dog now.
They're
Maybe it
they're
was
some
footage
sort
on
of
that I was
demi
smelling
wolf
them.
person. Yes, rolling around in mud like a dog.
Yes, it does not exactly smell pleasant. There is a sort of metal smell to it. I do not like. I thought it would be nice to at least get out say hello to people, see how everyone is doing since the attack the other day. So everyone seems to at least be in good spirits. Not soul spirits, like how they're feeling, sort of spirits.
Feeling good.
Yes, they are in good spirits, meaning they are feeling good.
Anyways, I'm probably also going to head home. I'm covered in mud. Had a mud fight with
Yes,
still
we'll
have
need
mud
to
all
wash
over
my
me.
boots off once I get in. We'll have to get there and then take my boots off and walk to my room and clean them. Don't
You
want to get
dumped
mud all over the
a
place.
handful of mud on my entire body.
To be fair, you did
These
that to
clothes are
yourself
going to.
first.
Well, yes, but that was a challenge.
I accepted the challenge.
Perhaps I shouldn't have issued the challenge. I'll call that a Hamsky moment.
Alright.
He tends to do weird things like that. I don't know why. Either
Okay.
way.
I am going to slide my way back to the station so I can get to the gate and head back. Jonathan, if I see you at Cathedral soon, I will say hello, but until then, goodbye and goodbye, Magpie John.
This is going to be very awkward, but we're all headed the same way.
Perhaps. But at the very least,
Oh,
I said
we're
goodbye.
going goodbye, and then we're gonna be like, oh, hey, goodbye.
And it did. Sakoto, by the way.
Yes.
I'm sorry if I really didn't have all the answers for
I was
our
not
talk.
expecting you to
I'm
have
not
answers,
sure if you...
but I appreciate you giving me someone to talk to it about too, because I have been stuck in my
And
head with
frankly-
it, and the only other person in my head is not going to be able to perhaps talk to me about it very well. So, not being literal.
What do you mean? Okay.
Goodbye. Oh, whoa. Which one will it?
Cowboy soda.
What?
It's embarrassing. Just get WAP or something. Just a cowboy
I was
soda
trying
looks
to
wrong.
remember which train I need to get on to get back to the gate so I can go home.
No, I'm sure it all loops around somewhere. I'm gonna be honest, I can barely read this.
Oh, you need your eyes checked. Had to get
No, I
glasses
mean, like, I have no idea
for-
what this is saying.
Oh, to be fair, it is a bit dirty.
Half the time I just bribe a fairy with peanuts, and that gets the job done.
You don't know what any of that says. It's too dirty. Can't read very well. But yes, we'll see you around.
I'm gonna just go on this one and see where it takes me.
Yes.
Why not?
You know what? Oh, be safe and be well. Goodbye.
All right.
I will wait for the other one because I think this one is not where I want to go.
Alrighty.
Should not have said that, should I? People will think I'm crazy. What? People will think I'm crazy for talking to someone in my head. People hardly think I'm crazy when you think crazy when you talk to yourself, you know? We will head back.
Howdy, gamers.
Return to life again. Good. Hello. Finally, our chance.